I'm back with wet hair. Very wet hair.
Hi, my name is Lala and I, Fitness, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yes. So essentially, I'm a personal trainer and a counselor, and the goal of my channel and the things that I want to do for you guys is to really help you to think about a healthy lifestyle, but more importantly, how your psychological life can be improved with a healthy lifestyle. But with that, a lot of people have goals, and you guys have goals, and so I come on here to talk to you guys a little bit about nutrition. And I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian, just kind of giving some tidbits on my experiences and what I've kind of understood and learned about certain diets and trends and all this stuff that's happening. And so one thing I've been talking about is protein. I'm a big fan of protein, but I have to make a disclaimer. So one, I'm not a proponent of saying like, oh my God, you should be on a super high protein diet. That is not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is think about your protein as one of your major sources of nutrients. It's me, or like, I don't know if it's just me, but I hate counting calories. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Can I say how much I hate it? Oh my God, I've tried the food trackers. They are helpful in understanding what I'm eating, but the calorie detail, I just always felt hungry. I always felt deprived. I don't feel deprived and hungry paying more attention to protein. So anyway,
So over it.
some of the pros is that you don't store fat easily. You build muscle with this. You build and repair muscle, and then obviously that muscle needs more fuel to fuel itself. So you actually get to eat more, which is really cool. Another pro is that there are supplements online that can help you with getting more protein if you can't get it from fresh food sources. So that includes protein powders, BCAAs, etc. So and I'll be talking about some of the differences between animal and vegetable. You hear the West Indian in me? Vegetable fats. Oh, the Jamaican side comes out. And then the other big thing is that it keeps you fuller and also for longer. And then of course I talked about thermogenics before. It burns a lot of calories trying to digest protein. So you then end up kind of using up a lot of energy just to burn that, keeping your caloric intake pretty low if you care about calories. So here are some of the challenges with a protein diet. So one, it is expensive, y'all. I am not gonna lie. Buying protein is really pricey. I really want to buy organic, and organic for the most part is the best to buy, at least compared to buying regular meats. The ways that I kind of buffer it is I tend to buy frozen. It tends to be a little bit cheaper. And then one thing I want to eventually do is go organic, but I want to get the whole chicken. Whole chickens are a lot cheaper. Like for example, at Trader Joe's, they have a whole organic chicken for about $15 for the whole thing, because it's about $2.69 a pound, which is really cheap for organic. So that's one of the things that I'm thinking about. So organic and expensive, two big challenges with going with a protein diet. Now, the other big thing with protein is that it's very acidic in the body, meaning that when it goes into your body is meant to be alkaline. It's meant to be on the lower end of the spectrum. And it's not meant to have a lot of like acidic properties. When we produce a lot of acid in our body, we end up getting a lot of diseases, cancer, things like that. And so when we're on the more basic side of our body, we function better, literally. Our body is meant to be alkaline. Protein, unfortunately, is more on the acidic side, and so we need to buffer it a little bit, not a little bit, a lot of it with some veggies. So that's why when you see a lot of the protein and veggies, that's the reason why that's like the best combination and pair, because we want to like keep that acidic energy from happening as much as possible. The other con is that it is high, like you will urinate a lot. So that's why you need to make sure that when you're on a higher protein diet than you're normally used to, drink a lot of water. All this stuff might happen more if you're really going like full on, like eating almost 1.5 grams times your protein intake. So just keeping in mind that, so there's a secret sauce that I figured out, not figured out, but that fiber with protein is so crucial and so key. And so you need to make sure you have the proper amount of fiber in your diet, because protein can cause constipation. It doesn't run through the body as easily, and so you need to have fiber in your diet. And this is where fiber-based carbs come into play, because not all carbs are fiber dense or fiber dense enough to help you use the bathroom on a regular basis. So the other big challenge with protein is that it can only absorb a certain amount, right? I've talked about this before. It can only absorb a certain amount of protein. So you can't sit and eat all your protein in one moment. You have to kind of break up your meals so that you're absorbing the appropriate amount of nutrients throughout the day, and really getting your maximal gains from the protein that you're eating. So that's like another challenge, is that for people who maybe like to eat 1 or 2 big meals a day, it could be fine if you're not worried about any type of like bodybuilding or like athletics, but or like aesthetics. But if you're an average person who just kind of doesn't really care about that stuff, then it works. But if not, if you're really trying to focus on like some sort of physique, it makes a lot more sense to pay attention to, when not exact details, but pay attention to having protein across the day. The last thing I'll say is that when you increase your protein, for those of you really going for it, trying to really get that increase of protein, your first week or 2 will probably be water weight. So feel free to get excited that you're dropping water weight because you're urinating so much, or you're urinating a lot more, but keep in mind that it is just water weight. So you might have that initial excitement, and then you have to really still pay attention to your diet and your working out to then make sure you're getting the best results possible. But more importantly, I would love for you to like, comment, and actually subscribe to this channel. I am looking to grow it and offer way more content, and I have a ton of vlogs I need to edit and put up on this. So they're all coming soon. So I'm excited to build and grow and help you out. Talk to you guys soon. Bye. Oh, wait. I like this one better. Bye. Okay, just looking over my notes. Ready? Okay. So, I'm gonna have my notes here because it's a little bit easier to figure out. But hi! My name is Lalaivyfitness, Fitness, and I am an entrepreneur. Let's start again.